Yeah, all right, let's see. Hopefully this goes live on yours because it did last time.
No, it should.
All right. Sorry, because we've been like, let's see. And so you can read on to TV the comments and everything.
Yeah.
All right. We're live. Hey, what's going on? All right.
There we go. There it is. There it is.
All right. Good to go.
All right, let's get me on the.
Oh yeah, there you are. Look at this guy. This is funny. All right, let's see if mine is working too. All right, here we are. We are live. Look at that, chatting with friends. Good to go. Hey, all right, I'm on the wrong page right now. You know, I accidentally posted on a different page earlier. All right, you ready to go, man?
Let's do it.
I would live so you can actually check out your comments right here. Let's see. Are you able to see that? Yeah, you can see your comments right. Let's put this over here for you.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
So you can monitor us. Everybody good? How everybody doing? Everybody.
One of these days we're actually going to be on time.
Yeah, thanks to this guy, man. We took forever.
One of these days we're actually going to be on time and be able to start the show at a decent time. I mean, we're only 6 minutes late. It's been worse, to be honest.
I appreciate y'all hanging out.
It's been worse.
It's no big deal. We're good to go. All right, so how's your day going so far, man? Been a long day.
It's been busy for me today, man.
I know you're still on your phone.
Yeah, right now I'm just I'm sending out the link to everybody because we don't have a fucking producer yet.
Oh yeah, I wish we had one of those. I can just make the graphics and things. I just can't really do the rest of the shit.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. You know how that goes. Well, appreciate y'all hanging out. What you been up to? Hanging out. We're just screwing around right now. So let's see what we got in the chat. I got some people in here as well. If you can hear us on the audio.
I'm pretty upset at the fact that
what?
You don't have any ice for us today.
Oh yeah.
I do want to start by saying normally we record, we go live with the podcast from my crib, but I got some family in town from Ohio that are here checking out Albuquerque for the first time.
Yeah, your family's nice, man.
Thanks, man. So because of that, we're doing it at your house today. So let's get into it. Something told me to buy the ice, but you know.
Yeah, but some people.
You don't use ice? Do Native Americans like use ice?
Oh, of course we do. I just forgot.
Okay.
I just forgot it. I was like, oh damn, what am I gonna do now?
Well, it's like room temperature, so.
Yeah, it's not bad. You're not even supposed to drink wine like that anyway.
What, with ice?
No, yeah, you're not supposed to drink wine with ice. It's frowned upon.
All right.
All right, you got this. You're gonna do it this time, because every time.
Can't stop, won't stop, bad boy.
Oh yeah, here we go.
All right.
So what's going on, man? Are you ready? Hey!
Now you're the pussy.
Hey!
Now you're the pussy.
Hey, wait, well, at least pop it on camera. Point it that way.
I don't want to accidentally hit the TV screen in front of us.
No, you're not.
Ooh!
Damn.
There you go.
I'm in Ohio. What's going on, Stacy?
What's going on, Stacy?
All right, cheers.
Where at in Ohio are you at?
Dayton, Peoria.
That Peoria's in Illinois, you asswipe.
I'm just asking. You always say.
Tell me when to stop. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
I bought 2 bottles. Damn, I gave you half the bottle.
You could have done it. You're supposed to know proportions and stuff.
Proportions.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. As always, by starting off Faded Feelings, we want to start by giving our flowers. Ando, I guess I'll start today. I want to give my flowers to.
Man, again.
What?
I'm terrible at giving flowers.
Nah, I want to give my flowers to my family for coming all this way. They actually took a pretty expensive flight.
Jeez, why'd you make them do that?
Oh well, I didn't make them do anything. That's why I want to give them.
Oh, shout out for that.
Yeah.
Bigs up to them. Columbus, Ohio. She didn't come to us.
She came all the way from. Oh wow, Stacy's in Columbus too. So yeah, so my grandmother and my little brother are here in Albuquerque. They came all the way from Columbus, Ohio, to show me some love. Paid a very expensive flight to be here, so I just want to give my flowers to them for coming through. You got any flowers to give?
Today?
Yeah.
Damn, there's always flowers to give out, but today I just give flowers out to you, man. Thanks for hanging out.
All right.
It's always good to see you, and finally started on time, so I appreciate it.
Did we start on time? We started like 5 minutes late.
We just say it on time. They don't know. They're just barely joining. Damn. All right. Well, yeah, shouts out goes out to you.
All right, let's get into it. First topic today.
All right.
I wanna talk about something that I saw on Facebook. I found a text message. It was actually posted by someone that I really don't typically care for.
Ooh.
I forgot the girl's name. She's like one of those. I think it's like Nicole Arbor or something. She's one of those like Republican, Canadian, conservative.
Oh, really? She's Canadian too?
She's Canadian too. So I want to show the message. Can we blow that up so they can see it?
Yeah, we got it.
We're gonna start by talking about this because scroll up. I want to because they see the whole thing.
There you go.
All right.
You gotta fit to the screen, man.
All right, here we go. So I found this on Facebook, and I want to talk about this for a second. This person said, "I just read your bio. I'm sorry, I don't think we'd be a good match."
Is this on Tinder?
Yes, so they matched on Tinder.
Right.
The woman then responds and says, "Out of curiosity, which part made you determine that?" The man then, I'm going to read the text in full first. The man then says, "Single mother, so I'll come second to children that aren't even mine," which is totally understandable, by the way. Also, you have kids and you're 35, so you probably don't want any more. And even if you did, it's about a 70% chance that you can't. You're also an independent woman, so your career will come before me as well. Most likely not submissive. Have the same "I don't need a man, I want a man" mentality as all the other girls that let that social construct brainwash them. When girls typically say they are independent, they use it as an excuse for their bad behavior and masculine traits. I want a stay-at-home wife that's the mother to my children, who will give me stability and will stay loyal to me and is submissive. But that's impossible to find. Sorry for the rant. Modern dating is impossible for men like me, LOL. So I want to talk about this for a second.
Right, left.
I want to talk about this for a second.
Wow, okay,
And the question is that I have, is he...
Why is he so whiny?
So is he too honest?
He's too whiny.
He's too whiny.
Yeah, like no girl wants to hear all that. They already know all that.
Why? So you automatically take the woman's side in the
Yeah,
situation.
because I feel like they already know what they want, so why would he's already putting out all of the stops, and it doesn't even apply. She's like, whatever. Where's the reply? Did she reply back?
They didn't show the reply if she did.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that if someone wrote all this out, no girl's gonna want to reply back. That's just way too much to read.
I have an issue with what you're saying.
Why?
I have an issue with the fact that you're saying that the text is too long for someone to read.
Yeah. It's
So you mean to tell me that what if you're writing out a text to someone that you like, and you wrote like a paragraph about how you feel? You're basically, and what you're telling me is that she shouldn't respond to that for the simple fact that it's too long.
Yeah, but you're looking at, I just read your bio. I'm sorry, I don't think we'd be a good match. And he has to go on this whole rant.
Well, she asked the question, what part made you determine that?
Yeah, and he has on this whole rant. If someone's going to write all that, and it's forget it, screw it. This is way too much work. I don't get why,
I have a really big issue with what you're saying. I highly disagree with you.
I don't get why he has to say, I read your bio. I'm sorry, I don't think we'll be a good match. Just say we're not a good match and move on.
Yeah, I do have an issue with the fact that, how did it get to this point? If you read her bio and you don't think it's a good match, so how did you guys end up texting? That's my question.
Exactly.
What ended up happening? Is it you thought she was hot, so then after thinking she was hot, you said, okay, swipe right. And then the girl says, oh, here's my number. You know how a lot of girls are like, I'm never really on here, text me, snap me, blah, 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 blah. So my question, I guess, is how did it get to the texting point? But let's just say, fine, that's exactly what happened. It was one of those things where it's like, hey, text me. After he got the number, he's like, ooh, shit, I just read the bio and all of this. But she asked, what part made you determine that? So my question is...
This is wild. Why are you even text? See, he's we got people in the comments to see what your friends have to say. He should have never swiped right. Exactly. And that's from Val, right?
That's Val, yeah. I love Val. Hey, Val.
I agree, man. What's the point? This fool just spewing all of his issues and all his problems on someone else. He just needs to suck it up and just say, hey, let's go out on a date now.
Well, let's break it down.
Okay.
Let's break it down for a second.
Break it down.
Let's say we're under the same understanding that he should never swipe right, but he did.
Yeah.
So let's now evaluate from here.
Okay, evaluate.
I'm going to break it down line by line.
Okay.
Single mother. Do you have an issue with a single mom?
No, I don't. But he seems like he does.
Okay.
Because he's a single boy, that's the first thing he put.
Single mother. All right. So I want to start by saying there are many people that. You heard of Kevin Samuels, right? The guy that died, that was the very masculine YouTuber, or do you just live under a rock?
I'm sure I've heard of him, but what did he say that was so controversial?
He was very masculine. He believed in dominance in men.
Oh yeah, I agree with that too.
All right, but here's
to a certain extent.
But the thing is, he says a lot of that. I'll recap that. Let me keep going. So I'll come second to children that aren't even mine. Do you have an issue if you're dating a woman that has a child being second to her kid?
Yeah, because that's kind of a given, right? When they're a single parent.
Which is totally understandable, he said. Also, you have kids, you're 35, so you probably don't want anymore. And even if you did, it's about a 70% chance that you can. Dating an older woman when you still want more children. How do you feel about that?
Oh yeah, I think that's totally fine. Like, but I don't understand why he feels like he has to say all this stuff.
She asked the question.
Does it make him feel good to say all these things?
No, she asked him the question. If she just would have responded and said,
he couldn't.
Okay.
No,
that's it.
She said, out of curiosity, which part made you determine that?
He
said all of them. He could have chosen one.
Well, I think I like that he explained it to her so that now she understands and she knows how some men are going to be. Moving on. You're also an independent woman.
Okay. Okay, I agree. I like that.
So your career will come before me as well.
Damn, he upset that she independent?
Most likely not submissive. You have the same, I don't need a man, I want a man mentality.
I feel like this guy is such a bitch right now.
All right, well, let me break it down then for me.
Okay. This is not a man right here. This is an insecure boy.
I have no issue with any of what he said. My issue, I think it's unrealistic in today's society.
I think
Let me explain.
Okay.
I have friends that are very selective in the women that they choose to date because of the simple fact that they don't come to terms with what they're looking for in a woman. And that is exactly what Kevin Samuels would preach, is he's like, y'all women, your marketplace value is low. You got all these kids, you're not with the person that you have these kids with. Mm-hmm. You are way too damn independent. Mm-hmm. And you're not giving me anything that I need from a wholesome woman. You've been used.
Yeah.
You're used goods.
You're damaged goods.
You're damaged goods. Mm-hmm. So I think, and I have friends that are like that. I'll tell you, like me dating the person who I'm dating, mm-hmm. I got with her when she was young. Okay. Her body count was extremely low. Mm-hmm. She had not experienced a lot of the things that many people have experienced. Like life, which is both good and bad. Mm-hmm. It's good because of the fact that like not a lot of people have had her, and she's you know what I mean. Like I get like a pretty pure version of her, but it's bad because it's like you're so young. What happens when you get into your 30s and you want to go experience life and experience the life of going out and clubbing and like being a hoe? Yeah. You never got to experience that. Yeah. And some people say, oh well, that life's not for everybody. Like not all women want to have that life, but it still makes me feel like I don't know, like. You know what I mean? Like you need to be able to experience like living the party and the fun life.
I agree, yeah.
So my thing with this guy is he knows what he wants. He wants a woman who is going to submit to him. I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman being submissive. You think he's a pussy?
Yes, like he doesn't have to say all of this just because what she said.
She asked him, what do you mean? Okay, explain. If you sent that first text right there, yeah. I just read your bio. I'm sorry, I don't think we'd be a good match. And then she says, out of curiosity, what part made you determine that? What would you say back?
Just one part. It's like,
which is what?
Is everything under this umbrella. I just do not agree with
which is what?
Dating a single mother. I do not want to date a single mother. That's all he had to say. That's all he had to say.
You can be a single mother and be submissive to your man.
This guy feels
you can be a single mother.
Insecure, man. It makes me cringe when people write shit like this. He feels like he had to like write all of this stuff. Yeah, well, because he's like, so your career will come before me. What a bitch! Why would you be upset that her career will come before you? Yeah, but he sounds like a little bitch saying that.
I know.
He's like whining, like, what? If I'm with an independent woman, then I won't be able to see you as often, and I'm just gonna like the kids come before me, obviously. So why is he upset?
So that's okay. Yes. If he feels that way, that's okay.
But he sounds whiny about it.
I think he's laying it out there in the land, so she has a good understanding of what some men are looking for. Do you want a submissive woman? Let me ask you that question.
No, I don't really.
I do.
I don't.
Why?
Just because I don't want to have to like tell him what to do all the time.
That's the point.
That's fatiguing.
That's the point.
That's like having a kid.
No, but a submissive woman does that without being asked.
Yeah, exactly. Should, but like if I have to like drag you around and if you don't have a mind for yourself, then what's the point?
I do agree with you. I think I don't want a woman that's just gonna be like a
yes, ma'am.
Yes, I don't want that. I don't want a woman that's like because I don't know. Like, I feel like that's just like that's a woman trying so hard to keep her man that it's annoying.
Desperate.
I want you to still speak your mind. Yeah. I want you to still be able to think for yourself. But I do like the fact that you want to make sure the house is taken care of, dinner is cooked, things are done. When I'm at work slaving away, you're making sure the bills are taken care of. You're making sure the house is in order. You're making sure the kids are good. You're making sure the animals are fed. That is what I want from a woman. Is that too much to ask?
Maybe all those things you guys can do.
Why is it?
Because you guys can do both if you guys need to.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that I won't contribute and help out, but if I'm at work all day and you're at home, you can't do simple house tasks?
Yeah, they should.
They should.
Yeah.
Without being asked.
Yeah, just like you should be able to go outside and cut the weeds and shit. Yeah. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want to cut weeds. I'll pay someone to do that.
I would too.
Yeah. That's the difference. You're just going to pay people to do that shit. Well, all right, so
I do see it. I don't need a man, I want a man mentality. I do think there are women out there like that. I don't need no man. I'm good by my damn self. But you still want a man. You like women that act like that.
Yeah, I do like that.
I don't need a man, but I want a man.
Yeah.
You like she got her own Neo type shit. That's what he likes.
Yeah, I like that. It's like I don't want to have to pay for someone else and like just fit the bill and be like, all right, now what? You know, I just don't like that.
See the last part. Then let's put the text off the screen.
What?
I want a stay-at-home wife that's the mother to my children, who will give me stability and will stay loyal to me and is submissive. There's nothing wrong with I agree with that. I want to stay.
Okay, let's go back to
Here's why I said it's unrealistic, because in 2022, those things just don't happen anymore.
Which one?
A lot of it. Like, it's hard to find a woman that has no kids.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Let's say right here, when girls typically say they are independent, they use it as an excuse for that bad behavior and masculine traits. You think that's true?
Yes.
Just so they can, because they can, right?
They can.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when they say that they're independent, they want to be like ratchet.
And they can be.
And they can. I'm not
just like
a
man, yeah.
I'm not saying they can, but I don't want a ratchet girl as my woman. I'll take a ratchet girl back to the hotel.
Yeah, but
I don't want to wife a ratchet girl. Like, you're out in the club every single night, like throwing it back on random guys.
But I'm sure.
I'm sorry.
But I'm sure if that girl did get in a relationship, she wouldn't do that.
I'm sure as well. That's why I don't judge. I have friends right now that are single that go out to the club, shaking on whoever, get drink spot for them. You live your life. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're dating me and you want me to show you the same respect, because trust and believe, you see me at the club, up in the DJ booth, girls dancing on me. You want the same respect? You want me to give you that same respect of like, hey, yo, I'm DJing. I'm not sitting here trying to like flirt with you. I'm not sitting there trying to dance with you. I'm not going to be up all over you. Then I would want the same respect too. Go out and have fun with your girls. Like, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with going to the club when you're in a relationship. Yeah. But don't be out there making me look stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that part, yeah. Hopefully the respect thing is in order. All right. So I do agree with that. I want to stay-at-home wife that's the mother of my children, who will give me stability and will stay loyal to me. And is submissive. Yeah. I like all the one except the submissive part. I don't mind doing all that.
The stay-at-home wife is fine?
Yeah.
Do you mind being, if your girl stays at home and you're the one that cooks and like, or not cooks, works, but she doesn't work. She just like stays at home, takes care of the kids?
Nah, she needs to do something.
Really?
Yeah, like you need to fill your time up with something just instead of just being with the kids, you know, or just being a mom. You gotta be yourself. You know, like, I don't want to be with just a mom. I want to be with someone who's actually themselves. Because I've dated a lot of, like, single women who are more like just moms than they are themselves. And they don't know how to be themselves.
That's true.
Yeah, so...
yeah, you got to be able to have a life and go out and do you. Like, I'm 100% on board with that. But I like the fact of, like, my woman does not have to work. Mm-hmm. I think that if you get with me, I'm very transparent about how much money I make, the kind of lifestyle I want to live. If you want to live a certain kind of lifestyle, here's how much I make. If you choose to work and you don't want to work and you want to stay at home, then fine. But like, you know, we're gonna live within our means. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm Diddy, but I'm also not gonna, like, you know, be a cheapo. I'm gonna make sure we have a good life.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're gonna be at home and not do anything for yourselves, and I have to be the one to take care of everything, as long as you're doing your part at home, then I'm cool with that. I mean, look, if honestly, if my fiance quit her job right now and just stayed at home, worked on her own business, and took care of the house while I'm working, I would have no problem with that. Under the understanding that, number one, you're doing something that's going to uplift you.
At the house?
Fine.
So all the housework has to be done first, though.
No, I didn't say that. You just have to. This is my thing, bro.
If you're home alone,
let me explain.
First.
I feel like I'm a parent when I say that. All the housework needs to be done before you leave the house. But I kind of feel like I don't want my girl to need me.
I know, yeah, exactly.
So my thing is, it's like right now, if Caitlyn were to quit her job, she would be in a situation where she would be struggling if I were to leave her.
Yeah, because
And she wouldn't have enough
set
to
up the
live.
lifestyle.
Yes, she wouldn't have enough to live within her own means.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I want you to be able to be a boss woman, so that if something happens where like one of us are unhappy, you're still gonna be okay. Because I love you. I want you to be good. So it makes me nervous when you're just sitting at home while I'm the one that's doing all the work, because I kind of feel like in that case it's like,
are you contributing? You know, kind of thing.
Well, are you gonna be okay if anything would have happened? You know?
Damn, if anything would happen.
Not saying anything will happen. I'm just saying if anything
I know
would
what you're
happen.
saying. I know what you're saying. But that's kind of hard though. Like, it's hard to find people who are willing to do that ever so often. Unless you fit the bill and just say, hey, I pay for everything. Just do the lifestyle. Just make sure everything's good to go.
That's that baller shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and ultimately, whoever this anonymous person is, I see where you're coming from. There's nothing wrong with the man wanting an old-fashioned woman. It's 2022. It's very unrealistic. So I felt like you're gonna have to like continue to wait for the one that fits your needs. And there are women out there that fit this, by the way. There are plenty of women out there that want to submit to their man, don't have any kids, they make their own money. You know, there's plenty of the women out there. So I kind of feel like you can find that person, but are they gonna along the way meet some dope ass women that aren't gonna check enough all these boxes? They're either gonna have a kid, they're not gonna be submissive, they're gonna have a big career. It's gonna be one of them, so you're gonna have to most likely deal with it. But you know, I don't have an issue with this man being honest with himself.
Yeah, because he got to give and take. But he feel like he get the whole world, like everything he wants. I don't think he's gonna ever get that shit. And he's like, I want to stay home. I want to talk about that, but that's impossible to find. Exactly, he knows it's impossible to find.
I think he's being dramatic. He's like, that's just impossible to find.
He's being a bitch.
No, it's like me saying like, and we'll get to this topic a little bit later. Like, I want a girl that's down with other girls. Yeah. That's impossible to find. It's not impossible to find, and it's gonna take you some time. You're gonna go through like 15 girls on Tinder that you tell them like, here, wait, this is what you want. They're like, no, not for me. Yeah. Swipe left. No, not for me. Swipe left. No, not for me. Swipe left. Yeah. You're gonna go through before you finally have one that's like, oh, you know, I'll be open to something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or if you find that one girl, but she's not fully what you want anyway, but she's still down for what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So basically you're saying compromise.
Yeah, you have to compromise.
But this is what this man is telling you, is that he doesn't want to compromise. He wants the woman that he wants. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that.
You're going to be sorry, man. You're not going to find shit. He's like, sorry for the rant. Monday is impossible for men like me. Exactly, bro. So quit crying and just keep swiping, bro.
All right. So we're in a little bit of a disagreement, but I'm glad we discussed this topic.
All right, man. We going on to the next one?
Yeah, go on to the next one.
All right. Because that's what we just did. Just a text message. Next, red flags. What's that? Which ones was that? What's going on with that?
All right, so red flags. The question is with red flags. I feel like there's some people out there that look for red flags
all the time
in relationships.
Yeah.
And it's like they can't just be happy with who they have because they're so busy looking for something wrong with the person that they're like choosing to date.
I used to do that a lot.
Looking for red flags?
Yeah, and I feel like...
Do you still do it?
I still do that a little bit.
You're looking for something that's wrong?
Not looking, but patterns with women that I dated. You know, there are a lot of things that I do not. Like, red flags to me is like one, like that guy said. Like, if you can't really afford to live by yourself or afford to be independent and do your own thing, then I'm just going to be the one paying the bill. You're a burden to me now. I don't even want anything to do with it. Because now, like, I'm just going to be the one paying for everything. How come you can't help out a little bit?
Okay.
Yeah, and another red flag would be is if you're too needy. Like, if you're just too needy, like, have your own hobbies, you know, have your own life too. Don't just be like clinging on to me all the time just because I fill your time. Find shit to fill your time too. So we can, like, when we hang out, it's fun to hang out, and not just like.
I'm still set on the original question is, so you say yes, you do look for red flags.
All the time, man.
I don't.
You just let it ride, and then
when a red flag pops up, then
you wild, bro.
I identify it. Why am I going to go out and search for something wrong with somebody that I'm into?
No, you don't.
Why am I going to go out and search for it?
You just look out for it, but like you can't just like. I feel like you're just like, oh, that's a red flag to me. I guess you just.
No. If I see the red flag, I address the red flag for what it is.
What if it never changes? Because that's their personality.
Then that's me. Yeah, I would say then that comes down to a decision I have to make where it's like, am I going to keep this moving, or am I going to like back off?
Because so in the beginning of dating, everybody puts the best foot forward. They want to show the best of themselves, And after a while, you start to get to see the real them. And like, oh, this is how they really are. This is how they really think. They didn't show that when we were first dating.
Yeah, of course. There's things that, yeah, for sure. There's things that happen over time.
Mm-hmm. And people are good at lying, too.
Yeah, there's things that happen over time to where it's like, oh, shit, at the beginning you weren't like this. At the beginning this was never an issue. Why are you bringing this up now? Why is it an issue now? So I definitely do feel like red flags sometimes show themselves over time. But I certainly think that I'm not sitting here looking for them.
Oh, I am. Because I've been in too many relationships where I'm like, you know what? I don't have to deal with that shit again, that shit again, that shit again. Because once you have those traits, it's toxic.
Do you understand what I mean by looking for them?
Yes.
Like you're happy with somebody, and you're choosing to sit there and be like, let me find something wrong with this person. Why would you want to find something wrong? If something's wrong, and you can call it out for what it is and be like, I don't want to deal with this shit. I don't have to, like you just said, I don't have to deal with it. But if I'm enjoying your company and we're kicking it and like everything is good, why am I gonna sit there and look for something wrong with that person? Why?
You don't have to look, but if it's there, it's there.
If it's there, I agree with that. But I said looking for the red flags.
Like trying to be unhappy when you're in a good relationship.
Yeah, like trying to find something that's wrong with that person because you have so many insecurities and trauma from other relationships that you're like, there has to be something wrong. I gotta find it.
Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah, I can see that. I don't think I do that, but I do. Like if I see it, I'm like, why are you doing that? Hey, don't do that. But it comes down to personality traits a lot, I think.
I think so. I just think, I mean, look, typically with someone's personality and like hanging out with them one time, you can kind of get a sense of some red flags that stick out.
Yeah.
And we all have them. I don't think anybody's perfect. I don't think any of us are at a position where we're like, you know, we are just the top tier of people out there. We don't have any issues with us. I'm very confident in the fact that I know what I bring to the table. I know that I can offer someone a lot. I give you my heart. I give you, all of me. With me, you're gonna have a good lifestyle because I'm financially okay. I'm very good with children. So if the person I'm with has kids or like whatever, then I'm able to like provide for that, for that person's child. I'm fun, and you're gonna have a very. I already talked about the lifestyle. You're gonna have a very like. Fun, because think about it, like, we're in radio, we get to do things that like a lot of people don't have a chance to do. Yeah. So you're going to be able to like, experience things you wouldn't with the average Joe Blow. Yeah. Some people don't care about that. Some people are like, you know what, like, I'm cool with dating the guy from the grocery store because like it's a simple life, it's easy, you know what I mean? I don't got to worry about like, no groupies, whatever. But then some people do want the perks of like dating somebody that's in the industry or like has money or is like as famous or whatever, and a lot of times I feel like the people that choose to date people like that do it because like, for the wrong reasons, the clout.
Yeah, all the time.
And that's a red flag that I'm usually able to identify right away. They start asking me like, so like about this, so let me like, so you met, who have you met? Who are you gonna meet next? Oh, you're gonna have extra tickets? Like shit like that. I'm able to be like, all right, like I know exactly the kind of person who you are. Yeah. I know exactly the kind of person that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it. But I like what your friend Val had just said. I was reading a little bit of read it for me.
Yeah, it says people that look for red flags are people that have been hurt and missed red flags in the past. Unfortunately, when you look, you do find them. But knowing the red flags does help you be more realistic with the relationship rather than being crushed when the honeymoon phase is over. I think that's very true, very factual. And it's because, like, again, like I said, like people that have like gone through bad situations in the past. So my question is this, and maybe this is like adding too much to this particular topic, but my question that I want to pose is this. If you are at a part in your life where you're looking for red flags because of trauma from the past, shouldn't you deal with that trauma first before looking for someone new? What do you think?
I agree. And one thing I used to say is in one of my old relationships that I was in is I don't want to be a product of your old relationships. That's what they made me feel like. It's like you've been through all this stuff, but you're treating me as if I'm one of them, when you're not treating me like me. And that's what pissed me off the most, and that's what pretty much broke us up, is because they were like, well, my ex used to do this, well, I've been with guys that did this. It's like, you know what, fuck you, I'm not those guys. Why do you keep saying that? That bugs the hell out of me. Quit saying that. I told that person time and time again, quit doing that to me. And we don't stop, and I was like, you know what, I'm over this. I gotta leave. Just because it was like, I want to be a product of your old relationship.
I think that's a really good way to put it, like product of your own relationship. I mean, yeah, like, it sucks because I'm impatient. And I don't want to wait sometimes when I see somebody that I know needs to like heal. They need to work on themselves. They need to take that time to like make themselves a better woman.
Fuck that.
I'm like, I don't want to wait. I want you now.
Yeah.
But then I know if I date you now, I'm gonna have to deal with all, like you said, like the product of like you know the bad
the baggage and all that.
Yeah, so I'm like fuck, like you know it's like a catch-22 because it's like I'd rather have you now. I don't want to take the time to wait, but at the same time I know if I don't wait, it could end badly when it shouldn't end badly.
Yeah, exactly.
My issue is that I feel like a lot of people like that need to take the time to work on themselves don't actually put in the work to do that actively.
Oh yeah.
They rather spend time saying, look, I've dealt with this and this and this in the past. I gotta work on myself, but I'm not gonna work on myself. I'm gonna go out there and fuck this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, be this kind of woman, rather than taking the time. Like I went to therapy.
Yeah, that's a good
I
thing,
knew
yeah.
that I had to go to therapy.
Me too, yeah.
I knew from the past relationships that I've been in, I was in a bad spot in my life that I was going to be a terrible boyfriend to the next person.
Yeah.
I needed to take the time to speak to someone because of the trauma that I've been through in the past. And I just kind of feel like a lot of people like they don't want to take the time to put in the work to make themselves a better person.
That's true.
It's just easy just to sit there and be complacent rather than putting, and a lot of people I also kind of feel like
they think someone else can heal them for them, or like the next best thing will be good for them.
yeah, I just feel a lot of people like they also, I don't understand why therapy has such a bad, like it's getting better like now that it's 2022, but why does therapy always put a bad taste in people's mouth?
Oh, I never thought that. Like,
I don't know, but there are people that are like, oh, a therapist can't help me.
Really?
Yes, a therapist, I'm like, it's not gonna work. They're not gonna be able to listen to me.
They're so closed-minded and closed off.
I guess there's some people that are like, oh, well, I've been to therapy before, it didn't work. But I'm like, well, then try again. The way I look at it.
Yeah, because it's up to you to actually use that therapy for your own good. A lot of times they're like, oh, this person's supposed to fix me. All the questions they ask me, they're pertaining to me, or they're not really taking what they have to say to fruition. You know, they just kind of keep it there, but like, oh yeah, I can do that. They're like, oh, they just said think positive. Like, well, there's other tools that they probably told you, but you're just kind of clinging on to the bad stuff that you think that they're telling you.
Yeah.
So when you went to therapy, what was like one of the biggest issues that you came across that you wouldn't want to open up about?
My childhood.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't easy going from, you know, back and forth from my moms to my dads. They're very different people. My mom is very independent. My mom has, you know, been through a lot and, you know, how to raise us as a single mom. And she was hard on me, but she was hard on me because she didn't want me to grow up and get pushed over by society.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? And then my dad was a different kind of hard on me. He was more the same way, but he was just like, you know, you can't let people
Suck it up.
you can't let you can't let them punk you out here. You got to be a strong man. And it was a lot emotionally to deal with.
Yeah.
And like I just grew up kind of soft. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up in school kind of soft. So like now, I never really talked about it. I just like honestly, this is what happened. Like I grew up soft as hell. In Columbus with my mom, moved to Dayton, and I felt like I couldn't let my dad down, so I had to be strong. And then like I got popular like overnight almost.
Yeah.
Like I opened up a teen club. I was DJing more. Like I was out there like being more like being me.
Yeah.
That like I just went from being a total a kid that was pushed around, bullied, like was not accepted in groups, to being a kid that like people wanted to talk to and party with, to hang out with and sleep with. So I never had a chance to deal with the past of me being that kid that had a lot of emotional issues. And I think I carried that along into my life and my childhood, or you know, growing up, I should say.
Yeah. So do you think like that bled into relationships in what way?
Yeah. I think I've always been very emotional. I had somebody recently tell me the other day, like, you know, I cry about everything.
Cry?
Yeah, and like, I want to say that.
Wine.
It's probably wine. It probably meant wine.
Yeah.
But like, I don't really think I like cry or whine, more so that I'm just still emotional. I'm very emotional. I always blame it on me being light skinned, but like I've always like in the past, like into now, I fall fast. Like when I get into relationships, like I'm already feeling like I love that person after spending quality time with them and talking to them.
Oh, okay.
I believe you can fall in love with somebody just by like really good deep conversations and like spending time talking to them, getting to know them, like getting to know their soul, getting to know their inner being. Like I fell in love with somebody off long distance before.
Oh yeah, I've done that. That's just hard.
Yeah, so it's like I don't think like I I understand that it's kind of cliche to be like, oh, I love you, and like to say I love you quickly and shit like that. But I just kind of feel like I've always been somebody that falls quickly. Mm-hmm. I've always been somebody that like wears my heart on my sleeve. I'm somebody that like thinks about the worst case scenario sometimes. Like okay, if you're not to the point where it's like controlling behavior, where it's like if you're not texting me, then that means that you're like out there like cheating on me, or like I'm not that kind of guy. Well, like, give me your phone. I've never been the controlling type. Yeah. But I always think like, you know, like, am I bored? Are they enjoying talking to somebody else that's more interesting? Okay. You know what I mean? Like this kind of like, you know, things like that. Like, you know, like insecurities.
Yeah.
Insecurities.
Because I was gonna ask you a question about something about what you were talking about earlier, talking about how we bled into your relationship. My girl, she calls me I'm sensitive. She's like, quit being sensitive.
Yeah, but when she says quit being sensitive, what does she think? What does she think that you're doing that's sensitive?
Because I'm just acting like needy, but I'm being sarcastic.
What's needy?
It's like, you didn't text me. You're not paying attention to me. You know, it's like, I guess you don't care then. You just leave me alone.
You say those things?
Yeah, you know.
Just joking.
Yeah,
somewhat.
Jokingly, but it comes off like my humor's very dry.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Like when you don't know I'm playing with you, you just think I'm saying it. You know, so I think a lot of times when I just say stuff like that, she really thinks I mean it. And that's fine, because I'd rather have you feel like you like leave my instead of just being like, needy, sensitive in reality. But in reality, I am a little bit, I am sensitive. You know, I want to be wanted.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, I want to be wanted.
And it bothers me, like, are you the jealous type? Like, let me ask you this again, and I want to get to the personal red flags, but we can move on. But are you the type that, like, if you're in the talking stage and you're talking to somebody, and you're talking, you're not in a point where you're dating, like you guys can both do what you want, but you know that they're talking to other guys too, and other guys they're getting that attention like from other guys. Does it get to you? Does it bother you? Or are you the kind of person
if I really, really like them.
If I
really, really like them, I'm like, bro, I thought we feeling each other.
And then they say like, well, we're just friends and we're like talking, we're getting to know each other.
Shut the hell up. That's literally how it was. Like, oh man, you know, and it bugs me because especially if I really, really like you. You know, like, oh man, that doesn't mean I have to like go fuck around too now. But I really don't want to.
But I know you've been in a situation before where you really like somebody, and they don't
like you the way.
Well, I don't know if it's the fact that they don't like you
or get friend zoned.
Nah, it's just like again, me saying like how I feel. I've been in a situation where oftentimes in a situation where I fall quicker, I end up liking you more, and then I feel some type of way when you don't like me the same way.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm upset.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
That's happened to you?
Yeah, plenty of times. And it's always like, I always feel like heartbroken or hurt. Yeah. And I feel like, and that's when I get started becoming insecure, you know? Because it's like, damn, like, I'm not good enough. You know, I'm not good enough. Why am I not good enough? You know, is it like, do I have enough money? I'm not good looking enough. My conversation not that great.
Yeah, I had to stop with that, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to be like that chump that would think that kind of stuff. Like, what's wrong with me? Yeah. Is it like, am I not good looking enough? Am I not rich enough for you? Like, is there something that I do that's like, that's like too much of an issue for you?
No, it's just they're in their own world.
Yeah, I think it's just like, you know, like everybody deals with their own things, and I feel like you gotta walk life knowing that you're being the best version of yourself you can be.
Yeah.
If you know you're not being the best version of yourself that you can be, then you can't blame yourself.
That's
like
true.
if I know that I'm out here acting like somebody that I'm not, well then hell yeah, like I have to blame myself if that person doesn't feel me the way I feel them, because maybe they're in a better place than me.
That's true.
But I'm not gonna sit there and like beat myself up if I know that I'm being me. I've never been the kind of person that wants to be like, oh, I'm dating this kind of girl. They like hood motherfucker, so I gotta be hood.
Oh yeah,
this person likes ballers, so I gotta go out and spend $500 in the VIP.
Oh, yeah.
That's never gonna be me. That's never gonna be me. You're gonna get the 100% me in and out. When I am with you, you're gonna get the version of me that is making stupid jokes, that's going and listening to country music, then turn around and listen to Latin, then turn around and listen to oldies. Like I don't wanna sit there and try to front like and try to be somebody that I'm not, just to impress you. Because at the end of the day, when I get you and you see the real version of me, then how you gonna feel?
Did you ever have like girls that wanted you for you and you're like, I don't want these bitches? They're not like a type, or they just you're like, how come that girl doesn't want me? The one that I want. It's always like the bitches that you don't want.
Omar says Ando needs to fix his audio.
Again?
Damn it! It seems fine to me.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, let's see. Turn it up. Turn it all the way up.
Miss Korea says hi, y'all. What's up, Miss
Hey,
Korea?
what's going on? 66 expensive to flat out, baby. Damn.
Yeah, but like, yeah, there's been plenty of girls. There's been plenty of girls over like the lifespan of like they're like, can't you see that like I just want to like treat you like the man you should be treated? I can literally think of somebody in my head right now. Can't you just see that like I've been down for you since day one? Why do you choose these dusty ass hoes and not me? And it's like, I don't know, because I don't feel you like that.
Okay.
I just don't feel you like that.
Oh, that's the worst, man. You got friend zone. You just got friend zone. You friend
I don't
zone
like
that.
friend zoning people.
You just did though.
No, yeah, but it kinda.
I see.
I don't like friend zoning people though. Like, oh, it says Ando sounds like a robot.
He said that last time. Remember, it's his TV.
It's probably his TV. I think everybody. Let me listen to my song. This is never gonna. I swear.
He keeps saying the same damn
We're
thing.
never gonna get it right.
Oh man.
Let's see.
If ain't that just like.
Oh, you do.
Or maybe actually it's probably because.
Because you're getting picked up on my mic.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe it is you one mic. How about that?
All right.
Sound like a robot. Let's see. Let's turn it on again.
All right. So yeah, maybe if we use one mic.
Now it's worse.
All right. Oh, remember, it's a delay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Man. Why do you choose these dusty assholes and not? You sound like a robot. Because you're getting picked up on my mic.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe it is you one mic. How about that?
There we go. All right. Yeah, we use one mic. All right, here we go. We're good to go.
Which mic was it?
He said it's not his stupid ass TV. All right. No, we're just using one mic.
No, I want to use this one.
What do you mean? Is one mic better than the other one?
No, it's just that. Well, I guess because there's too much feedback.
Yeah, I know. So like, we're just gonna use one mic. So is mine off?
No, yours is on.
So we're using my mic. All right.
I see.
All right. Anyway, what were we talking about? The flags.
Oh yeah, we're talking about the flags. The red flags. We're doing red flags right now.
Turn the mic up a little bit now.
Turn all the way up.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Down some. Yeah.
Not to be red, but.
All right. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. I mean, we've all been in that situation where we've had to friend zone people that we didn't want to friend zone, and I think of the way I look at it, I'm gonna be very honest because this is an honest podcast. I look at women. If I would be ashamed or embarrassed to introduce you to my family, I'm not gonna date you.
Same. Why would you want to do that?
I'm not going to date you.
Yeah, that's true. I would not date them.
And there's actually been girls that like, I haven't even been that kind of guy. I actually won't even sleep with you if I know that like it's gonna end up bringing on more problems because they're gonna be like, well, so you just did this. And there's been a girl actually. I don't want to name her by name. She's from.
You should.
I'm not gonna name her, but she's from years ago in my life. Years ago, before like 3 jobs ago, 4 jobs ago. I don't know. And she was like, all right, well, you won't date me. Will you at least fuck me? And I'm like, no. You can give me head though.
Why did you say you can't fuck her?
I just felt like it was gonna bring on more problems because she was too like thirsty about being together.
Oh yeah, like it would have like just say it would have had like a clinger 220 or something.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, it probably would have led to that because I've had that happen before. Yeah, that's remember what's her name?
Well, don't say her name. Who are you thinking of?
Girlfriend privileges.
Oh yeah. I don't know. No, I don't think girlfriend privileges was as bad though.
Nah, okay. Well,
She wasn't as bad.
Probably not. I don't know. But to me, it was still bad.
Nah, she wasn't. I only met her one time, but she's not as bad. I don't think.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah. So I don't know. Personal red flags. Let's get into it real quick because we've been talking about like this whole like scenario. Do you look for red flags? Just to recap. You say you do look for red flags with people.
Yeah.
I say you do not look for red. I don't look for red flags in people. If a red flag comes and if you show me a red flag, I'm gonna call it for what it is. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna evaluate it and determine is that enough to continue moving on or not? Right?
Yeah, you said that.
That's what I said. But I'm not sitting there like a fucking dog. What's the problem?
I'm gonna sniff you out.
Nah, man, I'm not.
Yeah, I got time to. I don't want to have to deal with anybody.
I don't. But I feel like you're just letting yourself down because you're gonna find something wrong with everybody. None of us are perfect. We all have red flags about us.
But I'm really good.
Is your current girlfriend have some red flags?
Let's see. Let me go.
No. Be honest. Don't well see it. Does your current girlfriend have red flags?
One haven't popped up yet.
None have popped up. They've all been green.
They've been okay.
I can identify some red flags in her.
Oh,
and that's my sister. I love her to death, but I can identify some red flags in her.
Oh, well, like one of the big ones is like baggage.
I don't want to say the baggage.
But she's able.
I wouldn't say baggage.
She's able to like not show it in front of me. I don't know if she still has it, but I think it's still there.
She's a dry texter. That's a red flag.
That's not really a red flag.
No, if you can't make a good communication with me, that's a red flag to me.
Really?
Yeah, like, because she's great in person, but like on through text, that's a red flag. And all these things I've said, I would say to her if she's standing right here. She knows that I love her. I'm just playing with her.
I'm okay for that though. Like if you're dry in person.
No, dry in person?
I mean, dry on text and they're good in person.
It's terrible.
No, I rather.
No, I want to talk to my girl throughout the day. Okay, hi, what's up? Hello. Get that shit out of here. Let's have a conversation about some real ass shit.
Really?
Yeah.
A text message?
Yeah.
In person.
But you can't see your girl all hours of the day, so I want to be able to have some like good ass conversation.
You want to wake up to a really long text?
No, I didn't say I want to wake up to a really long text, but I want to be able to say, if I ask you how's your day going, I don't want, it's okay. I want you to be like, oh, it's going pretty good. Like, work has been really slow. Like, or, I'm really hungry. You disagree with that?
I don't want to have all that. Just like...
You sound like Omar.
Yeah. What do you need all that for?
Omar doesn't want to talk and communicate. He just wants to, like, see you and then talk and then fuck.
Yes.
I'm emotional.
Like, if we'll do it like through Snapchat or something. Like, hey, look what I'm doing now. It's like, hey.
No, I want to talk about your day. If I text you, I'm like, hey, man, how was your day? You're not going to be like, it's okay. You're going to be like, man, it was good. Like, the morning show was a little slow. Like, or like, like whatever. Like, you're not going to text me back like that. So so you're okay with your girlfriend's like, it's okay. I just think it's because I think you like your distance. Yeah, that's why I think you like to be I think that's what I'm the opposite. I do. Complete opposite. I don't want the distance. I don't want the no. I don't want the distance. Like I want to be able to like talk to you and like us like actually communicate throughout the day. Yes, when I'm busy doing stuff, I'm gonna text back as fast. It might be an hour, it might be 2 hours, it might be like however long. But like I don't just want like the slow ass, dry ass text.
That reminds me of like doing work emails. Like if I have to text like okay.
No, a work come on. You're being so dramatic.
Email is like
you're being so dramatic.
That's how I feel. It's like okay, I guess I have to like.
It's just because you don't want to communicate.
I do like communicating when we're in person, so we can like have laughs and have real.
Why can't you do both?
Huh?
Why can't you do both?
Do like on the text message?
Or on the phone? Yeah.
I'd rather do on the phone because I talk more on the phone than I do on my text messages.
You're busy.
Yeah, that's what it is. It is a lot of that.
You're busy. Yeah. And I'm busy. I'm busier than you. I know I'm busier than you. But I still like to communicate.
Yeah, so that's at least...
You just want to be able to game and watch porn and not have to worry about texting back. Let's be honest.
Projects, working on things.
But those are the two main things. I'm Video gaming.
I can keep myself occupied.
It's not about being a simpleton. Being a gamer and watching porn are your top two priorities in life.
And music.
And your free time. Your top three.
Yeah.
And if you have to stop to answer a long text, you're going to get annoyed.
Now I can read it and I can give you my best thought possible. But I just hate, like, if you come back with a super long text, they're like, all right, what are you, like, crying at? Or, like, if you do a short text. It's worse when somebody write, like, a long text and when someone just puts K. Cool.
That's what your girl does.
I know.
So you're fine with that?
Yes, because I don't write long-ass text messages.
All right, the other thing is she gets too drunk too quickly.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the things.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, that's
But it's a green flag because I don't have to spend a lot of money to get you drunk.
It's a green flag when you start, like, crying and everything.
Start crying?
Yeah.
You don't have to cry? Yeah, that's annoying to me too. I don't want to have to like. Yeah, I agree with you. That actually is what happened at the club recently. I don't want to like bring up old situations that are in the past, but like I'm like, can we just please have a good night? Yeah. And like there was like all the crying and the talking and I just want to fucking drink.
No, that's
like can we just have a good night?
I wanted to happen. That's what I said.
And like just go back to the house and like end it on a bang.
Yes.
And not have to deal with any of like the emotional.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, but sometimes it has to be done, I guess.
Yeah, and my bad trait is like I'm mean when I'm drunk.
I can be. I can be fun of mean because I can be very drunk to where like
to a certain extent,
where I'm like very like I'm also very honest when I'm drunk. Like I'll be like sitting there caking when I'm drunk. Like I'll be like I've done this many times. I've told Caitlin I'm like, when we get home, when we get home, I'm gonna throw you on the bed.
And you lied.
And then I fell asleep. Every time.
The foreplay's better. Like the sweet talk's fun. I like that. That's funny. Yeah, I never do promises like that no more because I always fail.
It's always, yeah. All right, personal red flags. What do you think of your personal red flags?
That I have myself?
That you have of yourself, yeah.
Personal red flag is that I'm very, I would hate to say like rude. Am I rude? I feel like I'm rude sometimes. Like I'm very blunt. I'm very blunt.
Blunt's different from being rude.
Blunt, and it's like it comes off as very rude. So like I say things and without even thinking, and that's a big red flag because like I can hurt a lot of like people's feelings when I don't even mean to, and it does like it kind of strains a lot of relationships just because I feel like I was like, well, I was just saying what I feel, but sometimes you should just not say how you feel.
Any more?
Another red flag is that I like to fuck other bitches.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that on the third topic. We'll get into that on the third topic. Go ahead.
A personal red flag. All right, you go next, and because I gotta think of another one that I.
My best friend.
I think I'm perfect. I really think I'm perfect.
My best friend sent me a shit ton of red flags yesterday.
Just pick from those.
And some of them kind of hurt because I'm like, oh, I think that's true.
And that's you.
And other ones were like, I don't know, you're being dramatic. That's not true. Or maybe it was once, but it's not an everyday red flag.
Yeah.
So I was very careful with naming off my red flags because I feel like what I
look them up.
What?
We can look them up. What the red flags are in a relationship.
I don't want to.
I do.
I want to talk about mine.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I was very careful with selecting my red flags. Yeah, you can pick that one, the first one. Because what might be a red flag to you is me being me. And I'm going to be very careful before I just say, oh, this is a red flag. Because it's like, why should I apologize for, I almost put on there that I'm a DJ. That's not a red flag. But some girls are like, oh, I can't deal with the groupies. I can't deal with the lifestyle. I'm like, I'm not going to say that's a red flag.
You know what I mean? Red flag?
No. No.
So you having a job is a red flag?
No, but some people just can't handle it. Like, what if you were a porn star? What's that noise? Yeah. What's the talking?
Sorry,
oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, fine. It was throwing me off. Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, but you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's not really a red flag, though. I don't think that's a big red flag.
Well, I mean, it's not a red flag, but some people would say but if you're saying if you were a porn star, that couldn't be considered a red flag if that's your job?
Well.
I can tell you right now, if you were talking to a girl and y'all were sitting there, or you were talking to a girl, the girl ends up going to go talk to her friends and they're having lunch, that red flag would come up and be like, so the only thing about him is he's a porn star and
yeah, obviously.
Right.
But
so
I wouldn't be dating no porn stars in a relationship. So.
No, if you were the porn star.
Oh, if I was the porn star?
If you were the porn star, the girl would go to her friends.
Okay.
The girl would sit down and talk to her friends, be like, so
he probably has an STD, probably has herpes.
Well, I think more importantly, girls just don't like sharing. We're going to talk about that. They don't want to have to think about you being with other women. So therefore, you being a porn star is a red flag.
Yeah, I can see that.
Here's my red flags. Right. Put up the first article. I like the first one. The 13.
It was about mental abuse and
yes.
PTSD. Okay, physical abuse.
I didn't even want to bring up this stupid ass shitty ass article. Who cares what these experts have to think? We're talking about our red flags.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No, our personal red flags. Why do I care what these websites think?
I was trying to see which ones I have.
I guess you're just gonna drag it on.
I'm really good at gaslighting. That's one of my biggest red flags.
All right, here we go.
I know how to gaslight people.
All right, here we go.
That's my biggest one, I think.
I'm very emotional.
Okay.
I know that. I'm not. If you're looking for a guy that wears his heart on it. If you're looking for a guy that wears his heart on his sleeve, or no. Let me start. If you're looking for a guy that's you're yelling at them, and then it's that's not me. I'm gonna open up and tell you how I feel, regardless of how it could start an argument, whatever. I'm very emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person if you cut me off, if you block me, I'm gonna do a whole podcast about it. It hurts.
Okay.
There's many men out there that's moving on, I don't care, whatever. But it's
you do a podcast?
you got the joke there.
Because he's doing it right now.
No, I'm not.
I know, that's what. Go ahead.
So yeah, I'm very emotional. I don't like to be I think Caitlin said she likes that about me. Because she said her last guy never opened up, would shut her out on how she how she felt, whatever. And me, I'm more I'm gonna tell you if something's upsetting me, and I'm sensitive about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm also a workaholic, and I feel like in some ways that could be looked at as a red flag.
Nah, it's fine.
I think it's fine too.
Girls rather have a working man than a broke man.
I think they want the medium. They want a man that like has money to go ball out on them.
But doesn't work all the time. But doesn't make time.
Yeah, but like doesn't like isn't at work and like all the time. Doesn't come home and work too.
Yeah. Okay.
Like sometimes I'll come home and finish up a project too.
Yeah, that must be. Yeah, I think that's me too. I come back home and work, and I'm like, that's why I like you said, I like my distance, so she does her own thing.
Yeah.
So I can do my own thing without feeling like negged.
I have very little sympathy at times. Like if you're crying to me about something in an argument, and I think that it's cap, like I'm not gonna like sit there and feel sorry for you.
Damn, you're psychopathic.
I'm not psychopathic, but I feel like if you're crying just because like we're arguing, you're crying to get your point across or whatever, I don't have time for that cap.
Yeah, I got you.
If you're crying because you're truthfully hurt and like like we're arguing, whatever, that's fine. Like if you're sitting here crying to me because I'm upset at something you did, whatever.
Because I'm empathetic to a certain extent.
I like to drink.
Yeah.
I don't drink every day. I'm not an alcoholic.
Yeah.
But I when I DJ, I love to drink. When I do this podcast, I love to drink. When I'm out going bowling, I love to drink. When I'm socially drinking, I don't come home like the old white drunk guy that's like, I need a beer. Like that's not like I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
But I'm certainly the kind of guy that's like.
We're bad though because we're bingers.
Cheers. Like to drink. And the last thing that I put is I'm not quick to cut people off. And my dad is like.
That's a red flag.
Well, I think that's like. I'm friends with my exes.
Yeah, me too.
And like not all of them, but I'm friends with. I'm really good friends with one of them, and I'm casual with the others. So where like if I see them like out in public, or if or like if they need something, they need advice on something, I'll give them advice. But it's not like some women are like, why you still talk to your ex? Why are you so friends with your ex?
That's what my girl was saying.
And I just kind of feel like.
This weekend.
As long as you're not actively like pursuing active feelings, or you're not trying to like, then it's cool.
You can't be grown about it.
I'm not the kind. There are guys that are like, if my girl doesn't want me talking to my ex, I'll block her. And I think that's some pussy shit. You were talking about the pussy in the first one of the guy being a pussy. I think that's being a pussy. It's like letting it's okay to compromise and talk through stuff that like you feel like is important to your significant other.
Yeah.
But it's like if I'm not doing anything to disrespect you, what's the problem?
That's very true.
But then again, I also have not really been with a girl that is like friends with their exes and talks to their exes and all that stuff.
Really?
No. Most of the girls that I've actually like been in a relationship with, like don't talk to other men. They just cut them off. Huh. So I don't really know how that would feel if I was dating a girl that was like really good friends with her ex. But I would at least be understanding because I'm the same way. Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna be controlling and be like, oh, you can do it, I can't. It's just like it's weird.
Yeah, I think because even if she because I kind of came into that situation where. The girl was talking to her ex, but I was like, you know what am I going to do? I can't control people. Why am I going to be like trying so hard to manipulate a situation where it's going to happen regardless whether I try to or not?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe a red flag for me. I guess will be like, talk to the ex, but not really.
Yeah, but you're not like talking to them like again actively pursuing feelings. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's kind of hard for me. Like even if I did, they probably think it's weird and they probably block me.
Probably. Let's move on.
Are we moving on?
Last topic. It's been over an hour, so we want to get.
Shoot.
I know we end up getting into it.
Okay.
We're now talking about relationships. Is monogamy a thing of the past? Monogamy, to be with one person, because some people don't know the definitions.
Stay with one person. Being
in a relationship with just one person, not sleeping around. Is that a thing of the past? Now that we're in 2022, more things are more accepting than ever. I remember back growing up I don't remember too much because I was a kid, but in the 90s, someone being gay or lesbian was kind of taboo still.
It was frowned upon.
It was frowned upon. It was like a big deal.
Now people don't care.
Now it's like it's so like it's a major part of society. It's almost in some ways people say is uplifted. It's encouraged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like, and that's like the truth. Like you say, gay culture now, like in cartoons, everywhere. It's not even frowned upon. It's like the biggest thing, like ever.
Yeah.
So my thing is now that
it's embraced.
So now I feel like monogamy, we're not quite there yet. We're not at a level where it's accepted the way that lesbian or LGBTQ community is accepted. But I feel like we are kind of at a point where it's becoming more common for people that are, that involve themselves in polyamory or polygamy?
Both.
So let me ask you, monogamy, do you feel it's a thing of the past, or do you feel it's unrealistic to expect?
I don't think it's a thing of the past, but it is unrealistic. I think nowadays, just because there's so many options, and it's kind of like one of the greats said, Chris Rock. He's like, you're only as single as your options, right? Like if you don't have a lot of options, then you're probably gonna end up being single, But if you have a lot of options, then you're probably gonna end up cheating, So like I feel like a lot of times, like if you have more options than the next person, than your girl does, or than your boyfriend does, then you're probably gonna end up cheating.
Do you think that when it comes to being monogamous and the difficulties of doing that, because you say it's unrealistic, do you feel like social media plays a big part in that, and dating apps?
I think the accessibility of being able to reach out to people
makes it harder.
Yeah, like you're on Facebook, you have friends or even your exes or like somebody your crush or whatever that you seen like back in the day, or even just someone new. You're like, oh, and then you start talking, you're like, oh, hey, let's go meet up sometime, and then it ends up being like while you're with someone. And there's like emotional cheating is a big thing too, right? So
yeah, for sure.
Would you feel more hurt if your partner invested more feelings into someone else than in you, but didn't have sex with them?
I'd be more hurt that their emotion.
Yeah. Because that means
you develop feelings for someone. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like thinking about my girl getting piped by somebody else isn't exactly a great thought to have either.
Nah, but it's like worse when they like just say a life-changing event that like just say she got a brand new job and like the dream job she's waiting for, and she tells him before you.
Yeah.
That would hurt your feelings a lot.
I think we got to talk about the act of cheating.
Oh, yeah.
What's cheating?
Cheating is like
it's being deceitful.
Yeah, deceitful.
And my dad explained that to me at a young age. Cheating is going around somebody's back, knowing you're hiding something from them, being deceitful.
Yeah.
If I tell my girl that I'm talking to somebody on the side, or I have like a little side piece thing or whatever, I don't feel that's cheating.
No. But okay, but if they're not okay with it and you do it anyway.
If you're doing it behind their back anyway.
Yeah.
But if you're being upfront with them and saying like,
I'm gonna do it whether you like it or not.
Yes. That's not cheating. It might be being an asshole.
Yeah,
it might be being very insensitive.
Yeah.
It might be being a fuckboy. Yeah. But it's not cheating. I could be every name in the book, but I'm not a cheater if I do that. A cheater is going around your back being deceitful. Now, I don't know many women that would allow me to say to them, I don't care, I'm gonna do it anyway, and they're not gonna do anything about it. They would leave, or they would, they would
find their own sneaking link.
Right. So, most of the time. So, look, here's what I would say to being monogamous, because I think the accessibility of being able to talk to many people does make it harder. But let me ask you this: you being in a relationship, are you tempted to get back on the apps and tempted to want to talk to other women?
Not at the moment. I think. I don't know if she gives me a reason to feel that way, I might do that. But it's something like in me where I feel like I do not want to do that to someone. I would probably like, you know what, you really get me upset, and I don't really want to be with you, and then I'll do it. And then. Do you feel
like
trying to take a break with it a day?
No.
Yeah, I used to be a dog.
Yeah, actually, I did.
I'd be like, hey, we're breaking up this weekend.
Do you?
To be with someone else.
Do you? Are you? So you're still at that stage, the honeymoon stage, kind of in a way where, like, when we end this podcast, and you get and I don't want to get too detailed because I'm going to sound like just weird, but yeah, we're men. Let's talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
If we end this podcast, I'm going to leave, and I'm like, I'm going to watch some porn before I have to go to bed. Are you at the point when you're watching the porn, like, I want to call my girl and like talk to her that way, or I want to like get on the apps?
Get on the apps?
What
do you mean?
Well, I feel like a lot of times, like when we're horny, when men are horny, they do things that we wouldn't do when we're not horny.
Oh yeah.
Like after you finally like get done and you finish your business, you then start to feel bad. Like, I probably should have done that.
No, I still like if I masturbate and feel bad after. No. Why the fuck would I feel bad?
Feel bad for talking to someone you're not supposed to talk to in an inappropriate way? What if there was a girl? What if you like? There's been times, I'm not gonna lie. Like I used to struggle with this a lot, actually. Being in a relationship.
Flirting? Or what?
Yeah, like talking dirty, like to someone while doing that, like while jerking, whatever. I'm trying to be kind of clean.
Yeah.
While
self-pleasuring.
While self-pleasuring.
Self-abuse.
I would talk to other women, like I would flirt with girls I know would flirt back to me, like while I'm like, okay, let me just get off, whatever, instead of my own girl.
Oh, okay.
But then after I'm finished, I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Like that, I feel really bad, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but I do have like other girls spank bank, or like other girls in my spank bank that were like that I seen before. So does that count?
No, I don't think it counts.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, nah, then I don't feel that way. Like
But my thing is like when you let's take self pleasuring out of this. Let's just talk about you going when we get done with this podcast.
Yeah.
Do you feel more like you want to call your girl more than like you want to like it's like, oh, I don't want to call my girl. I don't want to go out and like try to fuck another bitch. I want to call my girl and talk to her. I don't want to go search for another girl. You're still at the stage where you want to call your girl, right?
The saddest thing is I don't want to do neither. I just want my alone time. Is that fun? Not even the masturbate time. It's like, can I just chill? Can I just like relax? And then yeah, of course, obviously probably call her after. But like a lot of times, it's more like, can I just do my own thing? So I think that's what I told her. That's so hard for me to be in a relationship. It's like I have to like share my time now, and I hate sharing my time. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. I hate saying that. Sorry.
Don't apologize for it.
I know. It's kind of hard though. So.
All right. So let's talk about it then.
Talking about monogamy, right?
Sharing.
Sharing.
Let me respond with my answer. I don't think monogamy is a thing in the past, but I think men lie to themselves.
Yeah.
There are plenty of women that are going to watch this.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to say, I'm married. I'm dating.
Good luck.
My man would never look at another woman like that. My man would just turn his eyes and never think about sleeping with another. That man is a fucking liar. And you know what?
She lied to herself.
You're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
The man may not have even said anything.
Yeah, he did.
You may never even have asked the man.
You're making an assumption for him.
You may never have even asked the man.
Yeah.
If that's how he feels. But I think there are men out there that can be committed in a monogamous relationship and not act on it. I do believe that is the case. I think a man can be loyal to a woman and not act on it.
That's
but
true.
Can a man sit there for 45, 55 years married to a woman and not think about getting any other pussy? Fuck no.
Yeah.
We are not built that way. We are not wired that way. And if a man sits there and says, under the grace of God, I would never look at another woman, then you're lying to yourself, my man. I don't believe it. And you know what? I would say some women or most women are in the same boat.
I agree.
There's nothing wrong with it. This is not just a man thing. I had somebody set up on my Snapchat, literally, and low-key kind of frustrated me because they were like, are we really about to watch two straight men talk about monogamous versus polyamorous relationships? Basically trying to say that we're going to come out here and be pigs. No. There are women out there as well that sit there and do not believe in monogamous relationships and do not want to be in a monogamous relationship. So why is the stereotype that it's a man thing?
Oh, it's not.
Why is it? Yes, there are more men that would like to be with multiple women than there probably are women that want to be with multiple men.
Exactly.
And that's fine.
Very true.
But it doesn't mean that it's only a man thing.
Yeah, it's not only a man thing. That's why girls get into those relationships. Or they do it, well, there's also the religious factor, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about people who actually want to be part of it, right?
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, I don't think I could, like I think monogamous relationships are not a thing of the past, but I think they're becoming less and less common because of the accessibility to multiple people.
And you can also see so many divorces like happen. Like I feel like there's probably, it's not 50-50 no more, it's probably like 60 or 68, 70. You know, like the percent, you know, before it's like, oh, it's 50-50, it's up in the air, but now I think it's more just because the accessibility of things, you know?
Yeah.
The more temptation you have. And do you think there's a lot of temptation?
I mean, for me, like I just put it out there. Like she knows, like I'm tired of lying for the like I'm tired of lying to myself. I'm tired of lying for social media for people that think I'm a certain way. I could never be I could not be in a relationship with a woman I think that would just be okay with the old school, old fashioned life today.
Okay. I'm very.
I would like to be with a woman that like is open to trying to have fun and doing new things. Mm-hmm. I choose to like. I don't waste my time dating women that don't understand open-minded relationships.
Yeah.
If all you believe in is and like, you know, like in your situation, like no disrespect to like, you know, your girl, she's not someone that would be open to like trying different things, which is great. Like that's okay. Mm-hmm. For me personally, I just kind of feel like I wouldn't choose to be in a committed long-term relationship with somebody that only wanted, and that goes for them too, by the way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just saying like I need to go out and like do my own thing. Like, we can do it together. Like I'm open to like discussing like, you know, how you feel, if you need your needs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that I can like realistically be in a relationship with someone that long term that would never be open to trying something new. Never.
Yeah, I got you. But like, I do gotta admit, I don't have the mental maturity to think that way.
What do you mean?
Because I'm very double standard. I live by the double standard. It's like, I can fuck whoever the fuck I want, but not you. Because I own you in a lot of ways. And that's the most masculine and mature.
What do you mean?
Like, you know how like you're like, oh, well, if you're like, are you capable of sharing? No, I'm not gonna share her, but other girls can share me. You know, that kind of thing. And it's terrible because
that's one thing that I've had to like.
How I feel.
That's one thing that I've had to try to like deal with is like, I'm thankfully in a relationship with someone that is like open to trying things with women and like allowing like women to be involved in our relationship. Mm-hmm. But if she wanted another man, that would be like a whole other conversation. Not saying that I would be like, fuck you, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you know, that's not me. But I think it would just kind of be like, damn, I really have to think about like,
you gotta think about.
I gotta really think about like
how it's gonna feel.
Yeah, and I've told her, I'm like, you know, like if that's really what you want, if you want another man, like want to try different things, like let's have a mature, like realistic conversation about it because I don't want to be like a double standard.
Yeah.
Because you've done a lot for me, like, but I hate that term too. You've done a lot for me because I've had friends that have said that, like, bro, what woman do you know that would let you be with other girls that would literally like bring other girls into the bedroom? She does all that for you. No, she does it for us.
Yeah,
if you don't want to do it, then don't do it.
Yeah.
I've been with women, I've dated women that would throw it in my face later on, like, oh, I didn't even want to do any of that. I just did it to make you happy.
Yeah, make you happy.
Well, you know what? Then like, fuck you.
They don't do it, bitch.
They don't do it.
They never should have done it.
Like that literally like makes me sick to my stomach. That you literally did that for me. You didn't do it. You just did it for me. You didn't enjoy it. You didn't want to do it for you.
Yeah.
Enjoy this. I want you to be happy.
Yes.
We're not gonna bring a girl in the bedroom that I just want.
Yeah.
You have to want them too, and that's happened before. There's been girls where I'm like, it's late night and it's thirsty. I'm like, hey, she at the club, she's ready to go. And Caitlin's favorite thing is like, Caitlin will be like, she's dusty, busty, crusty. Like she'll literally name them all the usties. At dusty, busty, crusty. I am not. And Caitlin, and one thing I do like about Caitlin, she carries herself with respect and like up here. So she like knows like, she literally says like, I might not be the baddest, but like I know that like I'm better than that. Like I know that like it will be like a prize, like not a prize, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like
you gotta think yourself as a prize.
Yeah, you gotta look at yourself and be like, okay, this dusty, busty, crusty asshole at the club that you can tell is for the streets. I'm not about to let them like in between my legs because like who is that? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I like they should be honored to even talk to me.
Standards.
They should be honored. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna have standards.
I'm versus men. I'm like, she's kind of cute. She's kind of thick. I'm drunk. Whatever. Let's just do it.
Yeah, we just want to get it in.
Yeah, and Caitlin's so like I don't ever want that anymore. Like ever. Like I don't want it to be somebody that you're just doing it for me because you're gonna resent me later for it.
Yeah, and I hate that when they throw it in your face.
Yeah. So my thing is, it's like I don't ever want a girl that just wants to do it for me, but I also don't ever want a girl that like just truly believes in strictly 100% monogamy.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's just hard for. Like I said, I'm part of the double standard, so it's kind of hard.
And maybe that'll change. Like I'm 30 years old. Like I'm still young. Like yeah, I definitely went through the party stage between the ages of like 19 to 30, of like sleeping with a lot of women. Like I literally went from the like being with like one girl, we didn't work out. So then I was with my next girlfriend, we didn't work out, and then I went from like those two to like 60 or something crazy. I don't know how many girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this kind of felt like in a way. I had my fun in my 20s and like my teens, but I'm not done yet. Like I'm still out here like living life.
I'm gonna have fun for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I think I will be sufficient. I will be fine with two.
Two what?
Two women.
Just two?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think I could. I always have to switch it up. I would have to switch it up.
Even if you had to? Like what if you had another girlfriend? What if you did? You're a girl now, and you guys like have another girlfriend together.
It sounds fatiguing.
Fatiguing?
Like
really
enough. I just need something brand new.
You have the other girl.
Yeah, but if I did, hopefully it's brand new every time, and not just like
so you wouldn't get into a poly relationship. What you're saying? Like, you don't want two people. You want to be like me and my girl, and then I want to rotate through a lot of different girls.
Yeah. That feels a lot better for me.
That's what I've been doing mostly, like, but I just kind of felt like recently I was open to like the idea of like poly.
Yeah, but why? What made you
A girl that I was like that I became friends with.
that you really liked?
Yeah. And she brought up the idea of like, oh, like a poly. I'm like, oh, you know, I never really thought about that. But it's because I liked her so much. That's the difference. Is because it's like,
and the dynamic changes too.
yes, 98% of the girls that I've like slept with and like had threesomes with, I don't like them.
Yeah.
I like them for 30 minutes.
For the sex, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not even like them like emotional feelings. It's like, I like what you're giving me, now leave.
Yeah.
Most of them don't ever spend the night.
That's good.
They don't even spend the night. They're done. Like, I'll drop you back off at home. I'll call you an Uber.
Yeah.
You can leave. I don't like you.
I just need something that gives me something brand new and like, yeah, that's perfect for you.
But for me, like if
I need two of them now.
The poly thing was just kind of like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, I have to really like you. Like, I'm not going to get in a poly with a dusty, crusty, busty, like Kayla says.
Really?
No.
What if they provide? What if they're really good at bed?
I got to introduce you to my family at the end of the day, or at least, like, I have to bring you around my, like, coworkers, artists, record labels, business people.
And how would you explain that dynamic? It's like, oh, this is her.
It depends on the circumstances.
My girlfriends.
It depends on the circumstances. If I was at like an artist event or like a label thing, I would say like, oh, because that's pretty common in the industry.
Yeah.
All right, this is my fiance, this is our girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
But if it's like family, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is like our best friend.
Oh, our best friend.
Our best friend.
Oh. Okay.
And so we all felt comfortable.
How would you feel if that girl got upset that you just called her best friend? It was like, oh, so I'm just a best friend now? But like around then, I'm like the.
I'm pretty sure. Most of the time, that other person will probably like be like a little like scared to tell their family too. So I probably would be the best friend to them too. But if let's just say they had a perfect family that's like, oh, you're dating two people, that's cool, very cool. But yeah, I probably would like be like, all right, like at some point I'm gonna have to explain to my family the truth. My family's pretty understanding. Yeah. My dad's side is very understanding.
Do you think the other girls' parents and family will be understanding?
Depends on like their upbringing. If they come from a very like religious or old-fashioned household, then I feel like it would be like very like frowned upon.
Oh, okay.
But I think if it was like a situation where it was like a more laid-back household, like where I come from, then like maybe it would be like, you know, okay.
A little bit more open.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Monogamy, like, you know, it's not. I don't think it's a thing of the past. Like, I think there's plenty. I sit there and DJ all these weddings every year, but I know at the end of the day, like that guy is like he's thinking in the back of his head, like, okay.
Fuck.
Well, I don't know if he's thinking fuck, but he's thinking like maybe. I really want to like. I want to put some married couples on the hot seat for the hot seat shot real soon.
We should.
I want to like put some married couples on there to see what they think about this topic.
My friends coming today.
Because I really want, and I want them to be honest. I feel like a lot of married people are gonna be pussy.
Yeah, they lie,
and they don't want to get in trouble with their wife.
Or
and that's fine.
Get in trouble with their husband.
And that's fine. But I just feel like it's kind of not fine. I kind of want to put you on. I want to put you on the.
We just want honesty.
Yeah, like be honest. Like when you got married, you love your wife very much. You enjoy. That's another thing. Women think because if we want multiple women, we don't love them or want them.
Oh, they're good enough. Like, say, okay, my girlfriend will always say, is like, oh, so I'm not good enough for you?
It's not about that.
That's what she keeps saying. It's like, it's not about that. It's just like, I just want something new.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
I know a lot of very old-fashioned Christian household marriages that they think that their man does not want any other women. And maybe maybe it's possible. I don't know.
They probably want men, you know?
I don't know.
I know a lot of Christian men like that too.
I think it's very I think it's very possible that maybe there are women like that or men like that I really don't want like any other woman. Like, I don't know though, bro. I don't know. Nobody in my circle.
Nobody in your circle? Hey, we have, I think, is that your brother?
Yeah.
Reggie.
Yeah.
I have Paige and him in the high seat.
But that's an example of a married couple that I think is more open-minded, kind of like Caitlin and I. Yeah. I will put them in the hot seat, and I know that they will be very honest with each other. Yeah. They will be very they're not going to sit there and hide it, because at the end of the day, if one of them says something the other person doesn't like, they can defend how they feel. My brother will never come in here and lie. He's going to say it, even if he knows she ain't going to like it. But he's going to be able to go home and defend how he feels without the marriage being broken up. Okay. But I feel there's not a lot of marriages like that.
Yeah, it's hard because a lot of people like to avoid that kind of situation or avoid that gray area just to keep the
peace at home.
Yeah. There, keep the peace at home. There you go.
Let me ask this last question before we wrap up.
Good.
Sharing. You saying that you're like,
I would never do it.
You would never share your woman?
Never.
But you want her to share. You want her to be able to share you.
Yeah. That's why I said I'm that bullshit.
The double standard.
Yeah, and I don't mind being that. But
it's okay.
But in all actuality, we're in a monogamous relationship, so it's kind of rough. Because I'm like,
What if she told you though? What if she said, "Hey, I'll give you what you want. You can bring home other women, or go out and do it. I may not do it with them, but you can go do your own thing with other women. But I want other men." Would you just rather say, you know what, never mind, I'll just choose you? Or fine, I'll compromise so I can go bang other chicks?
Well, that's what we kind of did. That's how we started. We're like, all right, well, we just like...
That's where you started, but what if it was in the relationship and you continued?
No, that's why we can't do that. Because we already agreed is that it was like, no, it's going to cause a lot of strain on the relationship, so we don't want to do that.
So if she was willing to compromise, you would say no?
Yeah, just because I would be like, you know what, no. And it was like, in a lot of ways, like, why are you bringing it up now? Well, go fuck them then.
Yeah.
Why you bringing this up? Like, because usually a lot of the times they'll bring it up because they already found something that they want to do it with.
So now you're basically saying you're bringing it up because like you want to be able to agree to it and go bang him.
Yeah.
Well, what if that's the case?
Yeah. So would you do that with your partner?
I don't have to worry about that. My partner is fine with us bringing women home.
Yeah, but what if she's like, all right, what if like this one time, like, can I just have it? Like, can I have someone else that at work?
I don't think I'm capable of saying yes without a conversation. Iron fist says, isn't it a double standard?
Because you said sharing, so this is the sharing part.
I wouldn't be able to do it without a conversation. I'm not just going to agree to it. Like, yeah, go ahead, honey. Make sure he makes you a steak. Okay. Like, I'm not going to like...
Make sure he buys your dinner first.
Yeah, no, like I wouldn't want to have a conversation about it. Because she keeps telling me over and over, I don't want any other man. I don't want any other man. I don't want any other man. I don't want any other man.
When the day comes...
And there's times where I think, too, like, it's okay. Women sometimes don't want any other man because they like... She respects the masculinity of me. She respects that I hold it down for the house. Mm-hmm. That, like, she can have everything she needs out of a man and me. Mm-hmm. But she likes that... fun in a woman.
Yeah.
She likes to make out with a girl. She likes to...
They're far and few in between. Not too many people are fortunate enough to have a partner like yours.
That's why I don't fuck it up.
Exactly. Don't fuck it up, man.
Iron Fist says, isn't it a double standard?
For what?
What you said. Like they can't share. You admitted that. No, it's a double standard.
Double standard. That's why I can't do it. Is because... Like, if I want to do...
So let me ask you this. You're not in a relationship. You don't date and you don't get into relationships for the simple fact of, like knowing that you're going to break up. Like, I assume you're in this relationship thinking that, like, it's going to last. Like, why would you get into a relationship if, like...
Well, yeah, that's obvious. Like, yeah, obviously I want it to last, but a lot of times it doesn't always work out, you know? And a lot of times, like, I feel like if it's not going to work out... then I feel like a dumbass.
So my thing is, knowing that this is going to work out, and eventually you're going to like lead to like engagement, if it like long term, and then it's going to lead to marriage. Knowing that you're only going to fuck her the rest of your life, from the age you are right now until you go to bed, until you die, because she does not want you to be with any other women. She does not. She wants a monogamous relationship. You are comfortable with that?
Probably not.
Thanks for being real and honest.
Yeah, I don't think I would be. Yeah, because it's kind of hard, you know. Like, as much as I just want to say yeah, it's hard for me.
So then, what do you do? Like, do you like sit there and like continue to have conversations with her about like being open-minded, or do you just like do it behind her back?
Nah, but it's kind of hard because when you do say that, like, become open-minded, it becomes to the conversation. It's like, well, I'm doing it for us. I'm doing it for the relationship. And that's
you don't want that either.
Yeah, either. So it's kind of hard, you know. Like,
that's why I don't waste my time.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't waste my time.
I'm not saying you're wasting your time, but for me...
You just said so.
No, but for me...
You still said I'm wasting my time!
For me, that's wasting my time if I know down the road I'm going to have the conversation about being open-minded, and then you're going to sit there and say either no, or you're going to sit there and be like, yeah, but I'm only doing it for you. I'd rather from the jump, from the beginning, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I want. You're either with it or you're not. I'm not going to lose sleep if a girl that I think is really attractive or I like isn't with it. If you're not with it, then go be with them. Go be in a monogamous relationship with a man that's going to sit there and lie to your face. That's the way I look at it.
That's true. But
Or maybe he won't lie. Maybe that's really what he wants. He wants a monogamous relationship. He doesn't want any other women. I'm not gonna lie to myself though. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, like yeah, like, I don't want anybody else. Like I'm gonna only be with you, and then I'm gonna be like 6 months down the road. So I kind of want to like do this. No. Or okay, but I'm only gonna do it for you. No, then I just wasted 6 months of my time.
yeah.
Wasted 6 months of my time, and now I'm in love with you. Now I may have accidentally got you pregnant. Now, like I've introduced you to my family. There's all these fucking variables that could happen in 6 months.
Millions, upon infinite amount of variables. But I do feel like because I don't mind it now. Like I don't want to have to like go fuck other girls. Like it's just like I really enjoy everything about this person. You know, everything about her I really.
It's very fresh.
Huh?
It's very fresh.
I know, and that's what I've been telling her too, and I've been telling you too. I was very open and honest about it. It's like probably like the most weirdest situation I've ever like came across in my life, because I'm not used to it being so quick like that. You know.
Yeah.
So like you said, it's very fresh. So I just don't want the novelty to run out. So hopefully we can build something, and if that's part of the building, cool. But I even told her that too. It's like this is one of the most weirdest situations I've ever been in my life. So just bear with me, you know. So and she's good with that. She's very understanding, and I just hope that she give me more understanding as time goes on.
Put in the equity. You'll be fine. All right,
Put in
that's
the equity.
put in the equity.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Faded.
Oh, we're done. Oh, I thought we were gonna get in the drink.
Yeah, so it's been an hour and 24 minutes. You want to keep it short, so let's do it.
Yeah, fine.
That's what I say. As far as the music goes, though, more music coming soon. Ando's got a verse that he's going to drop on one of our new singles real soon.
Yeah.
So make sure you follow us. We're trying to debate too, like when we're going to do these podcasts. I told you, I think Sunday.
It's called a live stream. No, I don't like call it podcast.
All right, whoa. the Sunday between the final game. And the final afternoon game and the Sunday night game. I feel like that's a good time to do it, like 5 p.m. on 5 p.m. on Sundays. They give us an hour before the Sunday night game starts.
You're making me think, yeah, because like there's only like an hour in between, right?
About that, yeah.
So we could probably do it within an hour in between.
I just think it's back to back. I'm doing Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's too exhausting.
Yeah, we probably won't do it tomorrow. You want to do it tomorrow?
Nah, I think we should just do it 6 to Sunday.
Yeah, no, not Sunday.
Sunday at 5, man.
All right, but don't you have a gig on Sunday?
I have an early gig. I have the brunch.
Okay, so you don't have anything in the afternoon?
Nah.
All right, then we can just finish off watching football here or your spot.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. We can
All right, Sunday at 5.